Hi guys, I hope you're all well. As you can see, I'm wearing no makeup, and that is because I'm going to show you how I do my foundation. As you can see, I have marks from where I've had a recent acne breakout. I do suffer from acne. I have done since the age of 20. I've taken antibiotics and that sort of thing, but at the moment I'm just using a new skincare routine, and it seems to be working for me. If you'd like to know more about how I cope with my acne, I've recently written a blog post in my blog pipsypopty26 on blogger.com. I'll put the link in the sidebar, and that explains just what I use, how I use it, different products I've used in the past, different antibiotics I've used, and how I cope with my acne now. So my skin is very oily, especially in the T-zone area, and when I do have a breakout of acne, which is normally just before the time of the month, it concentrates around my chin and mouth. So I will constantly have a acne sort of scarring and marking around this area, also from previous really bad blemishes. I have scars, sort of pot marks, and my pores are quite big as well. So to cover that, what I use is, first of all, Max Prep and Prime. This is the one with the SPF 50. It's oil free. I cleanse, tone and moisturise, then I apply the Prep and Prime all over my face, including my eyelids. This sort of smooths out any of the scarring marks. It just prepares your skin for the foundation. It gives your foundation something to cling on to, and it helps to give you a better result with your foundation application and the end result. So the foundation I'm using at the minute is the Revlon Colour Stay Foundation in Ivory. This is also an oil-free product. It gives excellent coverage. I would say it's sort of a high coverage foundation. This is my second bottle of this foundation. Normally I'm a real product hopper. I'll go from one to the other. I like to try different things all the time, but with this product and the other products I use, like the powders and things like that I use, my skin will stay oil free throughout the day. Normally, with other foundations I've used, it'll get to say 10 in the morning and I will have noticeable shine, especially around my chin, around my nose as well, and I'd have to sort of blot away any of the excess oil. With the Revlon Colour Stay and the powders that I use on top, my foundation will stay perfect all day long. Now for someone who has oily skin, it seems like I found the perfect match of products, the perfect products for my skin, so I'm not going to stray away from that. If it works, why try something else? So I'm just going to pour, I'd say maybe a 5 pence size amount. Well, I'll try to anyway, but it comes out so quickly. So I usually start on my right cheek and just work it around. Now I do put foundation on my eyelids. I know some people don't, but I find that I have quite prominent blue veining in my eyelids, and I want to sort of blank this out as much as possible. So I always put foundation and concealer on my eyelids. The good thing about this foundation is that you can build it up. If you want more coverage, you can go over the areas again and apply another layer. That's what I tend to do. I tend to go over my whole face first and then see where I need extra coverage. I don't tend to pay much attention to my forehead, simply because I wear a fringe and you're not going to see any sort of areas that haven't been blended properly or anything like that. But obviously if you don't have a fringe, make sure you blend into the hairline. Right, so I've just put one sort of layer on at the minute, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and put a second coating on. Again, starting on this side. make sure to be quite careful around the eye area. It's very delicate. Blend around the nose. And be careful when you're blending around the ear and the jawline. Two-tone face and neck, it's not really a good look. Okay, so now I've reached the level of coverage that I'm after. I'm just going to have a look at my face and just see if there's any areas where my acne scarring is sort of showing through more prominently, any sort of blemishes that need a little bit extra cover. I do still have a little bit of visibility of the acne scarring from where I had my recent breakout, so I'm just going to put a little bit extra on this area. Make sure I blend that in well. Okay, so that's the foundation application done. I'll then use a concealer. At the minute I'm using the Benefit Boing concealer. It's an industrial concealer in shade number 1. It comes in 3 shades. This is the lightest. Just using my middle finger, I'm just going to first start on my eyes. So I'll start just underneath the eye by tapping gently, covering any sort of under eye circles or blue veins that show through. I think it's because I'm so pale. I think that's why the blueness of my veins shows through. And also I'm getting older now, so my skin isn't as youthful as it once was. I also like to put concealer just on this area here. I find that I do tend to get sort of dark patches there, so I like to lighten that up. So that's that eye done. I don't know if you can see a difference. I think you can see I've still got sort of dark patches under that eye. Well, I can see a difference. So I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. That's the foundation and concealer stages done. The next thing I will do is apply MAC's Blot Powder, which looks like this, and this is in medium. I don't often use the applicators that come with powders or eyeshadows, that sort of thing, but with this blot powder I do. All I'm going to do is just gently press it into the powder, starting on my chin and working up to my nose and then on my forehead. Just gently patting that on. I'm just concentrating on the areas now where I do get excess oil throughout the day. And as you can see, straight away it takes away any sort of shininess with the skin. And then to give my face a little bit of colour, I use the Natural MSF, and this is in light. And I take a large fluffy brush. This is the one I bought from the CCO in York, and it's by Origins. It's so soft, it's lovely. It's one of my favourite brushes to use. Just gently tap that in. I don't want to put too much powder on my skin. I just want enough coverage to give me a little bit of colour as I am so pale, and just to make sure I have no sort of shiny bits of skin. Make sure you blend well along the jawline and down your neck. Around your ears. You don't want to have any lines. Blend, 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 that's the key. So that's my foundation done. I will then go on to do my eyes, cheeks and lips. I wouldn't say my skin is flawless now, but it's a lot better than it was at the beginning of the video. And I found that this routine, this combination of products really does work well for me. If you've got any questions, please comment below, and thanks for watching. Bye!